Hello. No, I was just going to comment because I personally have done more recently coding with WordPress. Now, WordPress's code is awful. I think everyone agrees with that. But one thing to its advantage is that it makes such a heavy use of hook systems, which is probably the reason that coding for it is tolerable, because pretty much almost every single plugin that is available for that is able to work with hooks to put code in all the different places that could necessarily be done. And so that's, well, there are a lot of things I could complain about on the WordPress code side. Really, it's that hook system that is able to allow us to get a lot closer to the not having to touch the core files, the very drag and drop interface. And so I'm really excited to see that phpBB is taking this direction, because if you get enough hooks into the right places, and this is why contributing thoughts on where you are actually putting your own code in your existing mods, say this is a place where hooks should go. And if there are enough of them out there, then we can have a new generation of mods that really take very, very minimum amount of adding code to the core files. So it's a very good direction to go. And so I'm applauding the development team for taking that step. And now it's in the community's hands. So
thanks.
I don't know, do I need the mic? You do need the mic.
You don't need it.
why not?
So I put this consideration on Twitter as well, but I think I can just drop it in here. I think this is a good idea to add some way to hook into the system. But is there any specific reason why you don't start using the Symfony event dispatcher right now? Because you don't need to move to Symfony completely just to use one of the components. And it would make the transition later even easier.
Well, in the end, I have to admit I'm not familiar with the Symfony event dispatcher as it is. Yeah, but
reason. So this has to work on.
exactly.
The very simple reason is this has to work on PHP 5.2 plus.
Exactly.
But there is a version of the event dispatcher for. Okay, so I guess we.
That's
Right. Just not the component in the.
I would say one of the reasons, one of the 3.0 line or 3.x line of phpBB is independent of any extensions and other libraries. It's self-contained. It's a stance we won't continue to the 4.0 line, obviously, but for 3.x, it's still the way we do it. And in the end, I mean, our code base is spaghetti, so it does. I don't think. I mean, event dispatching.
But
would need
the reason
something.
that your code base right now is spaghetti is no reason to keep on supporting that. It's even more a reason to start making the first steps towards a better code.
Well, in the end, yes, but also we have just to admit that we have to be brutal about the different types of injection possible. And I have to admit, I would have to look at the Symfony system for it. But I feel that in one half, it's not that much code to do it. It's actually, I mean, our system is object-oriented and quite modern. And it's not like we would save a lot of coding by not, I mean, the hardware is placing the hooks in the system. It's not handling the events.
Yeah, but it's probably about the same amount of lines of code that you add to the system, but it makes it easier once you make the step to 4 to migrate the mods, because they are already using the event dispatcher.
I don't think we'll have similar events in 4 and we have in 3. It's architecturally just too different.
I don't think the mods from 3.1 to